My beloved child, lean closer, for this moment is not a coincidence. You were guided here, not by accident, but by divine design. You felt the pull to stop and listen, and that gentle tug was my spirit whispering into your heart that something is about to shift. You have walked through shadows, through valleys that seemed endless, through nights where the silence of your tears was the only companion you knew. Yet even in those moments where you felt forgotten, I was holding you close, unseen, but ever present, carrying you through what you could not carry alone. Today, I am drawing back the veil to let you know that unexpected blessings are on their way to you. Blessings that your heart has longed for, blessings you thought were lost, blessings that will arrive so suddenly that you will know without a doubt that they came from me. For too long, you have believed that others are more worthy, that joy passes by your door while stopping at everyone else's. You have wondered if the heavens have heard your cries, if your whispered prayers at midnight fell into silence. But hear me now. Every word you released into the atmosphere was gathered. None was wasted, none was ignored. I stored them in the chambers of eternity, and the time has come for those petitions to bloom. Like seeds buried in the dark earth, they seemed hidden and forgotten, but beneath the soil of waiting, life was forming. And now the season is shifting, the earth is breaking open, and shoots of answered prayers will rise before your eyes. I know you did not expect this. You thought you would just keep surviving, just keep pushing through without much change, but I am a God of surprises, a God who delights in showing up when the hour seems the darkest. The very areas you thought were barren will burst forth with fruit. The very places that caused you pain will become wells of joy. My beloved, I am rewriting your story in ways you could not have written yourself. Unexpected blessings are on their way, and when they arrive, you will be undone in the most beautiful way. There were times you looked at your life and thought, "This is it, nothing more is coming." But I tell you, your story is not finished. What looks final to you is just a chapter, not the conclusion. Do not measure your future by your past disappointments, for I am doing something new, something beyond the borders of what you imagined. I have already aligned people, opportunities, and opened doors on your behalf. Even now, things are shifting in the unseen, aligning in perfect order, and soon, what has been hidden will break forth into the light, and you will stand in awe of how quickly I can turn things around. My precious child, I see your exhaustion. I see the weariness in your heart, the part of you that almost stopped believing for better days. But because you did not give up, because you kept holding on even with trembling hands, I am honoring your perseverance. Your waiting will not end in disappointment. Instead, it will end in a testimony that others will hear and be strengthened by. People will look at you and say, "Only God could have done this." And in that moment, your life will be a living witness of my faithfulness. I want you to begin expecting again. Expect my goodness to show up in your life. Expect restoration in areas that were broken. Expect opportunities that you thought had passed you by to come knocking at your door again, but this time greater, stronger, and better than before. Expect relationships to be healed, finances to be restored, health to be renewed, and peace to overflow like a river. Do not shrink your hope to match what you see right now. Lift your eyes, for your blessing is closer than you think. When I move, I do not move in small measures. I overflow, I multiply, I press down and shake together until it runs over. That is the kind of blessing I am preparing for you. You thought it would be a drop, but it will be an ocean. You thought it would be a flicker, but it will be a blazing light. You thought it would be a crumb, but it will be a feast. And when it comes, you will laugh again, you will dance again, you will sing again with a joy that cannot be contained. Beloved, trust the timing. Trust that every delay was divine preparation. Trust that what felt like denial was actually protection. Trust that the doors that closed were not rejection, but redirection towards something greater. You may not have understood why certain things happened, why certain people left, why certain prayers seemed unanswered, but soon clarity will come. The puzzle pieces will fit, and you will see how I was weaving a masterpiece all along. Beloved, every tear you cried in secret was counted. Every sigh of your soul, when words could not even form, reached my throne. I have never been distant from you, though your heart sometimes wondered. You thought you were walking alone, yet my presence was surrounding you like air, carrying you when you could no longer stand. You thought the silence meant absence, but silence was the space where I was building you, deepening you, preparing you for the blessings that would overwhelm you if they came too soon. You had to be stretched, refined, and molded so that when the unexpected blessings come, you would have the strength to hold them, the wisdom to carry them, and the humility to use them for good. There is nothing wasted in your story. Even the broken chapters, even the mistakes, even the detours, they are all woven into the tapestry of who you are becoming. Do you not see? The scars you carry will shine as proof of your survival. The wounds that once bled are now testimonies of healing. And I, your Father, have chosen you not in spite of your weakness, but through it. For when you are weak, I am strong. And when you stand again after everything that tried to bury you, the world will know that it was my hand that lifted you. You have looked at others and thought they are more blessed, more favored, more chosen. But listen closely, my child. Favor has never left you. Blessing has never abandoned you. You did not see it because it was still in the unseen, still in the formation stage, but it was there. And now the veil is about to lift. What you thought was delay was actually alignment. The pieces are falling into place, the puzzle is coming together, and the blessing you least expect will arrive in a way you could never predict. I am the God of sudden lies. In a single moment, I can change everything. In the blink of an eye, what was barren can bloom, what was empty can overflow, what was broken can be restored. And that moment is coming for you. Do not despise the waiting, for it is in the waiting that strength is built. Do not curse the process, for the process is what prepares you for the promise. You are closer than you realize. The winds are shifting, the atmosphere is changing, and your breakthrough is already on the horizon. When the blessing comes, it will not be in the way you expect. It will surprise you, it will humble you, it will leave you in awe. You may have thought it would come through certain people or certain opportunities, but I will show you that I am limitless. I will bring it through doors you never even knocked on, through people you never imagined, through ways that remind you that it was always me. The blessing is not tied to human hands, but to divine orchestration. Do not be afraid of the magnitude of what is coming. I know sometimes your heart trembles at the thought of joy because you fear it will be taken away. You fear to hope too much because disappointment has been your companion. But I tell you, this blessing is not fragile, it is not fleeting, it is not a shadow that will vanish. It is firm, secure, and sealed by my promise. When I bless, no one can curse. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I speak increase, it cannot be reversed. Trust in that. Stand on that. Let that truth settle into your bones. The enemy tried to convince you that you missed it, that it was too late, that you were overlooked. But I am the one who writes your story, and I say nothing is wasted. What belongs to you cannot be stolen. What is written for you cannot be erased. The blessing is not behind you, it is before you. You are not running out of time, you are walking into perfect timing, my timing. And when it comes, you will not have to strive or force it. It will fit, it will flow, it will feel as though it was always meant to be, because it was. Beloved, I want you to breathe again. I want you to release the heaviness of yesterday. I want you to unclench your fists and trust me with what is ahead. The future is not something to dread, but something to look forward to. For in your future, I have prepared tables in the presence of your enemies. I have prepared cups that overflow. I have prepared oil that anoints you for greater. You will not walk empty into tomorrow. You will not walk alone into tomorrow. You will walk into tomorrow carrying blessings that will astound you. There is a joy waiting that will eclipse your sorrow. There is a peace waiting that will silence your anxieties. There is a love waiting that will heal every rejection you endured. And these are not distant hopes. They are already moving toward you. Unexpected blessings are on their way even now. If you could see the angels arranging, if you could see the doors opening, if you could see the divine alignments being set, your heart would burst with anticipation. But you must walk by faith, not by sight. Trust that what you cannot see is already working for your good. Yes, you will be surprised. Yes, you will be overwhelmed. Yes, you will weep tears not of sorrow but of joy when you see how I come through for you. For I am not a man that I should lie. My word never returns void. What I promised, I will fulfill. What I spoke, I will accomplish. Lift your head, child. Shake off the ashes. For beauty is coming. For laughter is coming. For blessing is coming. Unexpected, undeniable, unstoppable blessing. My beloved child, the seasons of your life have not been wasted. Even those seasons that felt barren and silent. I was planting something inside you in those quiet times. I was stretching the roots of your faith so that when your blessing springs forth, it will not be shallow or temporary, but deeply rooted and lasting. You see, sudden blessings require deep foundations. Without the waiting, without the shaping, you would not have the capacity to carry what I am about to release. But because you endured, because you held on when everything in you wanted to let go, you are ready for more than you imagine. I know you have wrestled with questions. I know the nights when you stared into the ceiling and wondered if I still remembered you, if my promises had an expiration date, if your life would ever be more than constant survival. I heard your whispered, "Why not me? Why not now?" And though my answer was hidden in time, I never ignored you. Every longing was seen, every tear was gathered, every prayer was recorded in eternity. Nothing you gave me was wasted, nothing you surrendered went unseen. And now the season is shifting, the wind of change is beginning to blow. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but in the spirit, the clouds are gathering, heavy with rain. The rain of blessing, the rain of refreshing, the rain of breakthrough is preparing to fall upon you. The dry ground of your life, the places you thought could never bloom again, will be soaked, and life will burst forth in abundance. Where you saw only wilderness, gardens will rise. Where you saw only ashes, beauty will be unveiled. Where you saw only endings, new beginnings will spring forth. Do not be afraid to believe again. I know disappointment has taught you to protect your heart, to lower your expectations so you would not feel the sting of letdowns. But beloved, lower no more. Expectation is the soil in which blessing grows. Lift your head, widen your vision, open your heart. I am not calling you to prepare for crumbs, but for a feast. I am not preparing a trickle for you, but an overflowing river. I am not preparing a small relief, but an abundant restoration. Trust me enough to hope again, for hope is the hand that receives the gift. Unexpected blessings mean you will not be able to predict their timing, but you can trust their certainty. I will arrive suddenly when you least expect it. You may wake one morning thinking it is just another ordinary day, but before the sun sets, your life will not look the same. You may open your door thinking nothing will change, but before the night falls, opportunities will knock that you did not even seek. You may feel the heaviness of a long battle, but in a moment, victory will sweep in and lift you to heights you never thought you'd reach. I am a God of surprises, and my surprises are always good. Remember the times you thought you had reached the end, only to find strength rise in you. Remember the storms that tried to bury you, but instead grew you. Remember the doors that shut only to lead you to better ones. All those were previews of my faithfulness. And if I carried you then, do you think I will not carry you now? If I sustained you when you had nothing, do you think I will not bless you when it is time for increase? Trust my record, for I have never failed you, and I will not start now. Child, when the blessing comes, it will not only be for you, but through you. You will be a vessel of light, a carrier of hope, a reminder to others that I am faithful. Your testimony will unlock faith in weary hearts. Your story will become someone else's encouragement. You will shine as proof that even in the darkest places, my light still breaks through. So do not see the blessing as just for yourself, but as a river that will flow outward, touching many lives. You have thought, what can I even give? I feel so empty. But soon you will overflow. Soon you will pour out encouragement, resources, love, and wisdom you never thought you'd have. The blessing I am preparing is generational. It will not stop with you, but will ripple through your family, through your community, through those who encounter you. For when I bless beyond measure. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Do not measure your blessing against theirs. You have your own path, your own timing, your own portion. And your portion will fit you perfectly. It will not be too small. It will not be too late. It will not be lacking. It will arrive when you are ready and in the way that suits you best. I tailor my blessings with precision, and yours will be no exception. Be patient just a little longer. You are closer than you think. The enemy whispers that nothing is changing, but the truth is, everything is changing even now. The unseen is aligning. The promises are maturing. The doors are unlocking. Soon you will look back on this season of waiting and say, it was worth it. Every tear, every struggle, every unanswered question was worth it for what I now see. Lift your heart, beloved. Rejoice even before you see it. Praise even before it arrives. Worship even before it manifests. For your faith is the fragrance that draws the blessing near. I delight in those who trust me before the evidence appears, and I promise you that trust will not be in vain. And now, my beloved child, as you walk away from this moment, carry this truth in your spirit. Your waiting was not wasted, your tears were not ignored, and your faith has not gone unnoticed. The blessing is already on its way, closer than you think, greater than you imagine, and more beautiful than you can comprehend. Trust me, rest in me, walk forward with expectation, for your life is about to shift into a new season of joy, peace, and overflowing goodness. If you receive these words as your own, type Amen in the comments.